Last time that I saw her, she was hooked up to the breathing tubes. One of the bullets pierced her lung, and she has her lungs did collapse, so she has 2 breathing tubes. So last time that I did see her, she, to me, being her brother, it just was sad to see her like that. It looked like she was struggling, but you know, the nurse did explain to me that you know, she was on the machine, and they do that anyway because they have to keep her in a comatose stage, and it's better so that her body can get a chance to heal.
What do you make of all this? I mean, we've been going around the neighborhood for the last couple of days. I mean, people are just, they're almost dumbfounded by just the ferocity of this crime.
We talked to a neighbor that said they're leaving to go to Vero because they're too scared to stay in the neighborhood.
But, you know, I think it's sad that this is happening, but the truth of it is that crime is everywhere you go. You know, getting up and leaving isn't going to solve anything. It's about being proactive. This has been an issue for a while, you know, and it's sad that something like this has had to happen. These series of events have had to happen so that people can understand and wake up to this. But, you know, what we need to do now is touch out to the community, and especially the youth in the community, because, you know, I could be upset and say I want to retaliate, but I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pray for those young men or whoever's involved, whoever it may be. You know, so that's all we can do. You know, it's time for us as a community to get together and become proactive.
You mentioned that I thought you said your sister was shot in the leg, but then you mentioned the lungs. Or I just want to make sure I'm understanding.
I don't want to say exactly where because I'm not 100% sure, but the doctors did tell us that she was shot multiple times. She, well over 10 times. So
what?
She was shot multiple times. Yes.
More than 10 times?
Yes.
Okay. Our understanding was she with child? Was she pregnant?
Yeah. Yes. 17 weeks pregnant. As of now, the baby is in good as of now. Clinically, the baby's fine. So, you know, it is a miracle.
I would say so. I mean, for the baby to survive something like this, I would say that's a very noble thing for you to say. Look, I'm not looking for retaliation, because that's what it. You know, there was the fight at Lawnwood, the high school yesterday, and today they say, yeah, that was probably sparked. Or I'm sorry, Westwood. Thank you. No fighting here, right? You know, that was sparked by that. And in turn, you're saying, you know, look, let's try to figure out common solutions.
Exactly, because, you know, the way these kids are now, we've taken it way back to the young man. I think his name is Anthony Elliott or Antoine Elliott.
Anthony Elliott.
Yeah, no one knows. No one has any facts of right now what happened. We don't know who could have shot that young man. So initially, all the streets are going to go towards the rival street. So, you know, and what the media portrays and stuff like that. So, you know, going back and forth, street to street, we're not doing anything but killing each other. So we need to come up with a solution to solve this.
Tell me about your sister. You know, you guys know her better than we do. I mean, what does she like to do? What, you know, hopes and dreams? What was she working? What was she up to?
My sister, like I was saying before, she's just a free-spirited person. She's very friendly. She's a friendly person. Her heart is big. It's huge. She doesn't judge anybody. She oftentimes can make friends with the most commonest person, the simplest person, you know. And Kiara finds the good in everybody. So, you know, she's not a person that, you know, isn't easy to get along with or a hard person. She's a good person, good-hearted person.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like life.
It seems like these three girls were good friends and just happened to be.
Yeah.
You know.
They were, you know, I know Kiara was really close with her friends, and especially Olivia. They consider each other cousins because, you know, at one point were cousins through marriage, and they all went to Westwood, and they were real close. She actually lived with Olivia on the weekends, you know, hang out with her on the weekends, so they were really, really close.
And what was she doing? Was she working? Was she in school? What was she doing?
She wasn't working or in school, but she was making preparations to get back on track because she was having a baby. Earlier this year, she had lost a baby, so she was excited to have a chance to start again. And we were working on getting her a job, and she wanted to get her own place to live and everything.
You mentioned the stuff about going back and forth street to street and hurting each other. What? I mean, I'm not. What do you mean? I guess would be the streets, going street to street and retaliation. What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, if you're from here and from up here, you know each street wants to claim each other, and they have to represent each other. And if one street disrespects the other street, they have to retaliate and go after the next street. And you know, I was basically just saying we don't have to do that. We're Fort Pierce, we're a community. It's one community, so we need to be together. When you go to school, you're going to see those same people. So there's no sense of everybody trying to be against each other when we should all be for each other. Like these 3 girls, innocent girls being hurt, gunned down. 2 girls lost their lives. 18-year-old young man lost his life. You know, it's sad.